Okay, so SAT test prep. Here we go. The number of telephone lines in each country in Central America and Caribbean is shown on the dot plot. The blah 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 has been rounded to the nearest 20. The number of telephone lines in each country has been rounded to the nearest. Okay, so it's rounded. This isn't exact. According to the dot plot, what's the median? The median means the middle. Number of telephone lines in thousands. The median. So the number of countries that have less than telephone lines in each country is around the nearest 250,000. Wow. Look at how the median is going to be pretty close to zero, because there are not very many in Central America and the Caribbean. They do not apparently have very many telephone lines there.
I did want to ask,
Yeah.
since I read that the median, I know that I'm probably wrong, but it said that the median is kind of like the middle number, so I
It
put
is.
1,000.
No, so it's the middle data point. Middle data point.
Oh, after crossing everything out.
Yes. So what you should do is cross them out. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12. There it is right there.
Okay.
The median is 0. 0.
Okay. That was actually the answer, the correct answer.
Yeah.
I got this one wrong, but how is that this different from mode then? Because mode is like the most common
Well,
mode.
in this, it happens to be the same as the mode,
Okay.
because the mode would also be 0. If they said, what's the mode? You would say 0, but the average wouldn't be 0. The average would be the mean, or the average would be, you would, so let's say that, so let's pretend like they asked for the mean or the average. Okay. Then what you would do is you would multiply, you would find out how many data points you have. You would take the total amount, divide it by the number of pieces of data. Got it? So the total amount, this would all add up to 0, right? I'll put it underneath here. That would all add up to 0. This would add up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2,500, which is 1,250. This is 500. This is 750 times 2, which is 1,250. You get what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
This is 2,000. This is 1,250. And this is 1,750. So you would add up all of those numbers right there. You would divide it by the number of data points that you had. So whatever that total number is that whatever that would have added to, let's do that real quick. This is 2,500, that's 3,000, that's 5,000, 6, 7, 8,000. That would be 8,000. Okay. And then the number of data points, you just count them. There's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. It would be divided by 28. So 8,000 divided by 28, that would be your mean. But it would be your rounded mean, because notice that this has been rounded. Because these countries don't really have 0 telephone lines. It's closer to 0 than it is to 250,000. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all that means. They could have had 100,000. A lot of these countries could have had 100,000 telephone lines, but if they rounded it to the nearest 25,000, that rounds down to 0. That's what they're doing with this. Okay. It was a little bit of a confusing question. Okay.
Here, oh,
Go
here
ahead.
I'm sorry. Here I was confused because, oh, wait. No, I understand. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
That's okay. You don't need help in this one now?
No, I just seen it. Yeah, I rushed
You
through this
got it.
one.
Yeah. Remember the range is the difference between the highest and the lowest, right? We talked about that, I think, before. So there's the highest value and the lowest value is right here. So the range is that minus that, which happens to be that. Okay. You got some more?
I actually wanted to do like the mini section with
Okay.
you because I feel like the mini sections are usually harder for me to do. And I
Okay.
wanted your help on how to do it to see how I should kind of navigate the test and navigate the questions that I don't know.
Okay. Where is that mini? Is there like a website I can go to for that?
I can just share my screen right now.
Oh, okay. Here, let me stop sharing mine. All right. Now you share yours.
I'm sharing mine right now, sorry.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. You like this Khan Academy practice? It's good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. I just feel like for me, the little timed mini quizzes, mini sections have been like harder than the
Mm,
actual material.
got it.
Okay,
It might be a little bit harder too. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but okay. Yeah, let's do it. Go ahead.
got it. Room hotel 75.
So you talk it out. Tell me how you think about this, and I'll help you decide if it's right or
Okay. So, okay. I feel like it would probably be like either A or C.
not. Okay. Which one do you think it is between there? A or C?
Mm, I think C.
All right. It's A. And
Really?
here's why. Because how many rooms are they um getting money for at the hotel?
Only the rooms that are occupied.
Good, which is what? What expression would represent that? What's the total number of rooms they have?
Oh, 300. Yeah.
Good. And how many are vacant or how many are vacant?
V.
V. So if you say 300 minus V, that's going to be the total number of rooms that are not vacant, right?
Got it.
And for each one of those, what money are they making? 75, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's how you do that.
All right. Thank you. Right,
All
costume.
right.
I guess this is kind of just a standard like substitution question.
Uh-huh. And what are you going to plug in?
Um, I'm going to plug in how many hours does Mia have to work before she starts to make money each month? Hmm. Well, we're gonna plug something in for P. I guess we're gonna
Good.
plug in. This is probably wrong, but 2001.
Nope. That would mean she made $2,001. Is that when she breaks even? When she made $2,001? What does it
Um,
mean to be profit?
It means like you gain money.
Right. So how much money profit does she need to make in order to make profit? At what point do they say that she's making money?
Um, I guess whenever it's past the like original things that she has to pay.
Yeah, you're overthinking it. Whenever it's a zero, past zero, whenever the profit is positive, basically,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Whenever the profit is positive, that's when she makes money. So profit, you can either put 1 in for P or you could put 0 in for P. Either one of those would be fine. I would do 0. Once it gets past the profit of 0, that's called the break even point. Once it gets past 0, she's making money. That make sense?
It does, but how could it be 0 or 1? Wouldn't you get two completely different answers and one
Well,
is
you would get two different answers, but they would be one off of each other,
okay.
and you would know the right answer. You would know what the right answer was. You should put 0 in. Because look at how it's worded. How many hours does she have to work before she starts to make money each month? She has to work until she breaks even. That's when it's 0. But then she'll make money after that. So you really need to put 0 in for P. But if you put 1 in, you would get the answer as well. You would just be off by 1, but you'd be able to figure it out because you would just be off by 1.
Okay. So,
So
okay.
plug in 0, which
2000
means you just really have to divide 2000 by 100,
and that
which is
equals 20.
20, right? So yeah, it would have been dividing 2001 by 100, and it would just be just barely over 20. It'd be like 20 point something hours. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? And you would have been able to figure out, oh, that's 20.
Yeah.
But the proper way to do it is to plug in 0 for P. And by the way, that's called the break even point. That's when a business starts to make profit, when it finally pays back its debts. Doesn't mean it's very profitable at that point, but at least it's not losing any money. At least it made back what it invested. That makes sense?
Got it.
But from that point forward, it's continuing to make money. So that's like a big point for a company, is their break even point.
I'm sorry, but is the break even point when the business makes back its investment or when it starts to make profit?
Both. Because your investment is your cost, basically your cost. Once you earn the same amount of money that you paid, cost investment, that's the point where you're starting to make money.
Okay, so just the amount paid back though.
Well, it kind of depends on the model, right? A model might be, some companies might just be straight up like, yeah, we make money when I'm paying money. Like some companies, they're just not a one-time investment. You know what I'm saying? Some companies have a one-time investment like for a building, but then they still have to pay to like keep the lights on. They have to pay their employees. There's still costs involved that are continuing to go up. You follow what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to answer your question because it's not every business is the same. Not every business just says, "Here, I'm going to buy my machines to make t-shirts and my cloth or whatever, and then I'm just going to make money forever." You know what I mean?
Got it. So I guess
There's still costs involved. So there's sometimes the profit equations are a little bit more complicated than this. But for this one, it's simple. For me as business, it's simple. She just has to pay $2,000 a month. So they're talking about her break even cost per month. Per month, she breaks even whenever she works 20 hours. That's what she's figured out with this equation. And
got
so she knows, if I don't work 20 hours one month, I'm actually losing money. I actually paid for this business and I actually, it cost me more money than I made. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how she knows like when she's profitable or not. And she'll realize, dang, I should, maybe I should give up this business because I'm losing money every month, not making money.
Okay.
Unless she's laundering money for some like drug kingpin or something, and then it doesn't really matter because she makes money in different ways.
Oh.
I'm joking. You can tell I watch Netflix too much.
Oh, Breaking Bad.
All those things. I'm actually watching Better Call. Right before I started tutoring today, I was watching Better Call Saul.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Breaking Bad spinoff. I still actually haven't seen Breaking Bad, believe it or not. I'll get to it eventually. All right, what are we going to do with this one?
Mr. Dwyer,
You
can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Now I can. Yeah.
Okay. What are you going to do on this one?
Okay.
You can do this, right? This isn't hard.
So that's pretty much 6t to the third minus 2t to the third, and then that's going to be plus 1.
You missing to the fourth somewhere? How are you missing to the fourth? What happened to your 6t to the fourth?
It came out when you subtracted the t. It's like subtracting, it's like doing 20, 100 minus 10, I guess. Oh, that doesn't change the power.
Yeah, you're
5.
thinking of something else. Like terms. You have to think like terms.
Got it. So only the ones with the same exponent are like terms, right?
Yep.
Okay. So would this be it?
Nope. What happens to the negative? Distribute that negative into the negative 4t, and what does it become?
Oh, yeah, it's gonna become that.
You see how smart they are? They knew you were going to guess that. So when they make these tests, they actually make them smart people that are good enough to only make one tiny little mistake.
Oh,
Sometimes
okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So only, even if it has the same variable, it needs to have the same exponent.
Correct. That's called like terms. But furthermore, make sure you distribute the negative correctly, which you didn't do. That's what you made. That was the mistake you made. You didn't distribute the negative correctly in that second term. Okay. That was the big mistake you made there.
Got it. All right. In the equation shown above, C is a constant. Ooh, I don't think we're gonna finish this then.
Oh, you're running out of time?
Yeah, it's 39 seconds left.
Okay. It says, for what value of C does the equation have infinitely many solutions? So you want them to be the same. You can do this one. It'll have an infinite number of solutions if the left side and the right side are equal to each other. So what would C have to be for the left and the right side to be equal to each other?
5.
Good.
Okay.
All right, so this you just flip and multiply, and this is one where you would factor the top and the bottom. right?
Yeah.
Boy, that's some pretty tough stuff. You got to do these quickly. Guess it's not really made for me to be able to teach you while we're doing it. So let's take a look at how they had you do these, okay? So
Okay.
for this one right here, flip. Remember how you divide by a fraction? Flip and you multiply by you take the denominator and you flip it and multiply it by the numerator.
Okay. I just
Okay.
kinda don't, to be honest, I don't really understand the question.
Yeah, this is just another way of saying simplify this. Another way to say simplify this. What's the simplified form of this?
Why does it say x greater than 0 though?
Because it doesn't want x to be equal to 0, maybe.
Oh,
X,
yeah, because that's the easy
x
way
was
out.
equal to 0, then you wouldn't, then I'm actually not sure why it said that. Can you scroll up? Let me see the answers. What are
Oh,
the different answer choices?
it's these 4, and it's 1.
Oh, okay. So what ended up happening is they canceled out. The things just canceled out. So scroll back up. Let me see the problem. See, when you flip and multiply, on the bottom and the top, you see how you cancel out. You want to jump over to here, take a screenshot of that, can you? And put it
Yeah.
on the Jamboard, and then let me just work on that Jamboard and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Sure. I'll post it on slide 3.
Yeah.
Do you want me to make it? I'll make it big.
So this is one of the this is like an algebra 2 trig or a pre-calc question with rational expressions where it wanted you to like cancel. So what you need to do for this one is we're going to take this thing and we're going to factor it. So that's x plus 2 and x plus 1 all over x plus 2. You see that? Times, and then we're going to take this one and flip it and multiply by it. But I'm also going to factor this out. What factors out of x squared plus x?
X.
Good. And I'm left with x plus 1, right?
Yeah.
Now what cancels out of these things? An x plus 2 cancels out, an x cancels out, and an x plus 1 cancels out. Everything cancels out, which means I'm left with what?
It means you're left with 1.
1. And the reason they said for x is greater than 0 is because what three values are you actually not allowed to plug in here?
A negative number, 0.
Yeah, you're not allowed to plug in a -2, give you a 0 in the denominator. You're not allowed to plug in a 0 because that would give you a 0 in the denominator. And you're not allowed to plug in a -1 because that would give you a 0 in the denominator. So they just kind of simplify that by saying for all values x greater than 0.
Okay. Wait, so
That's why that.
I'm a little sorry, but so
Yeah,
why do you only flip the second fraction instead of flipping the first one too?
because that's just how you divide by a fraction. What is dividing by? Remember this? What is it dividing by? 5. What's 5 divided by 1/2 the same as saying?
10.
Yeah, it's like saying 5 times over 1. You only flip the bottom.
Oh.
That's just the way you divide by a fraction.
Okay.
So this is just a rational expression. I'm dividing this by this. So I flip this one. Then that becomes a multiplication problem. That's just how you divide by fractions.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. do you need me to set up some more sessions for later? You can get some more practice in?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, just text me what times work for you. I'm going to be gone this Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. I think I'm going to go pick up my daughter from Arizona and bring her back. School's over this weekend. So, but I might be able to help you on Saturday. There's probably some time I can find on Saturday.
Okay. I'm free anytime after 4.
On Saturday?
Yeah, like, well, probably 4. I'll be free probably about 4:30.
Okay. Can you text me that so I can remember? I'll look at my schedule and I'll figure something out.
Sure. Could you just give me your phone number, please?
Oh, do you not have it? Your mom has it. You can ask her for it.
Okay.
I thought I already had yours and I had texted before, but your mom has got it.
Maybe we did. I can just look for it just in case.
Yeah, just ask her. If you don't have it, just ask her. I feel like I have texted you before though.
Yeah, I think so too. So,
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. And then make sure you just try to, get as much of these questions in, and maybe just as you're doing them, just grab the ones that you really struggle with and throw them on the Jamboard. And then I can just kind of run right through them as quick as I can. I think that would maybe be a better use of our time, is if you like prepare, 10 questions for me to just boom, 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 hit as quick as I can.
got it. I guess I was
Be-
like mainly what I was like trying to do. I don't know if I like did it very well. I don't think so. I guess like was trying to see how I should approach well in the test, but
right.
that's how anyone can tutor. So,
Yeah. The problem, kind of one of the issues